beautiful South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Miami Dolphins. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. They'll start out here with the option left. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels and picking up some nice yardage.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The Dolphins at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
Now here's a throw that's complete, and he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Cook now off the read option, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19. They'll try the middle with Cook. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Well, you did. That line's not eating tofu. I'll tell you that much for free. All in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Come on, set.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw on 3rd down. Christie. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
They'll go for it. It's Hall. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Barton over the middle, complete. It's Harris. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. On 2nd down, Cook. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. 30. 10. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower postgame. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fields it right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll be taken down right around the 27.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Running right through him. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. On 1st and 10. Barton got his man complete over the middle. That's Harris. Off play action. Barton. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he will find his man Samuel. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins have regained the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10. At their own 35-yard line.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up. A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
He'll get that out wide to Waddle. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Back to throw. Christie. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Christie looking deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen. Took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Cook now off the read option. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Second down, they go right back to Cook. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped it. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Up the middle, it's Cook. Deshaun Elliott up to make the play defensively.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Barton looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Operating from the gun. Barton right back to Cook for another completion. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup.
Off the play fake. Barton. Open man and Samuel complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity lost.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Powering forward. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
A gain of 12. First down, Steelers.
Okay, ready? Black ultra.
Throwing on 1st down. Christie. There's Hall bringing in another one. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Christie. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, Christie. And this is caught on the sideline, and he gets out of bounds as well. How about that? An excellent gain, 35 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Back to throw now on first down. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll give to Hall. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This one from 48 yards away. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Hall.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On second down, a run with Hall. And he's got room. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 57 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield too.
He's got room at the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The end result, 21 yards.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Movement there on the offensive line. A little quick and a 5-yard penalty.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Off play action. Christie.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
They'll run with Hall. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
One more time with Hall.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play action.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. It's the fullback.
His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now up to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads you into bigger errors.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Cook now off the read option. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
To throw on 2nd down. Barton. He gets it complete to Harris.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10. Barton. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Javon Holland coming up to make the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Ball again on second down. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 25.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers take a 3-touchdown lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21.
Dolphins 10. Chris Boswell, the kickoff.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Steelers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Off the play fake. Christie. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Throwing on 1st down. Barton. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. And that's on Austin Jackson, 1st-round pick in 2020. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Back to throw. Barton. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Looking to throw on second down. Barton hitting Samuel on the slant. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Back to throw again. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 89 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll go again with Hall. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On the double.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Christie. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Off play action. Barton. And now here is another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Yeah, he'll find Hall. No gain on the play, and that'll make it second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
And that last penalty makes his third down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Buying time to his left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Dollar. Hey. DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute, I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring up in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD, baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We going honest, we going insane. Pouring this. Dead homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions here in Los Angeles.